Hello, welcome back to another video on Tales of the SITBIT. I basically shut down the business, the idea, or give up on it or shelf it. Summer of 2000 was when I decided that I'm going to focus on something else, and mainly because of my current business now. Around July of 2000, things start to blows up as far as that business. So at that moment, I decided to focus on one and shut down the other three. And I shelved it for all these years. I did attempt to revive SITBIT multiple times. The most recent attempt was a few years back, about 6 months before Steve Jobs passed away with cancer. There was a lot of discussion on who will be the next person to take over Apple, and I have always joked about, I wish I had 10 minutes with Steve Jobs to pitch my idea back in 1999. I think the idea would have a better chance than anyone else on the face of the planet. But when the news came out that he was dying of cancer, this is maybe 6 months before he passed away, and there was a lot of discussion on who's going to take over. And I remember combing through the potential candidates, and I thought the most likely candidate at the time was going to be Cook. I guess right, but at the time I thought that most likely would be the right candidate, and it got me excited because I knew somebody that graduated from Duke University, the MBA program, Fuqua. That's where Cook graduated from. He's an alumni of Fuqua as far as Duke University. So I saw the connection. So I approached this person and said, I have a business proposition that I would like to partner up with the MBA program, the entrepreneur program at Duke University, as well as team up with their software engineer department and get this idea up and running, and then use the connection with Cook to see if we can get through the door with Apple. Because for those that can remember back a few years, at the time there was a little buzz about Apple is coming out with an iTV, and I'm like, I don't know what iTV is gonna do, but I have a concept that will be better than anything that Apple can come up with. That's what was in my head. So I spent a lot of time trying to convince this person to let me have a chance to speak in front of whoever it is, the dean of the business school. But after a lot of effort, I failed to convince this person to give me a shot to pitch my idea to Duke University MBA program. I failed. So that was the last of it. After that, I'm just, I decided to throw up my hands and say, that's it. If this idea, even at the time, this is gotta be, gosh, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. If after 15 years and this idea still couldn't get off the ground, still can't find a believer, then I might as well give it up. And that's it. That's the last of, as far as my effort on trying to get SITBIT off the ground. I tried a few other times before that with various universities, and they all didn't go very well. But anyhow, back to SITBIT. one of the things that my weakness is high grade. Okay, in my younger days of collecting, whenever I see high grade, a lot of time I can't stop myself from buying it, even if it's something I don't collect. I still keep a few of those books around, and first up is this really nice high grade. Hopefully the green screen is not so bad, but it's Sergeant Fury and His Howling Commando, issue 50. Cool color scheme, the blue and the yellow. I saw this book, high grade, on eBay one night. I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. It's one of those purchases where the moment that I receive it, I said to myself, why did I buy this? I don't even give a damn about Nick Fury or the Howling Commando. Never did, never have, never will. So I'm just like, why the hell did I do this? Oh, okay, stop doing that. Okay, so I told myself, don't do that again. Yes, sometimes it takes more than once to get it through this thick skull. So a few years later, once again, on eBay one night, I saw this book. And I'm like, oh my god, square bound. I love sharp, square bound Silver Age. Once again, as soon as I open the package, I'm like, why? You didn't give a shites about this character ever? Why the heck did you? I don't care if it's $5. I don't want it. That was my. Who knows what it is now? One of these days I will sell it. But so yes, after the second purchase, it got through my brain, and ever since then, no more Sergeant Fury and His Howling Commando. Okay, that title, I would never look at a listing on eBay for that title. It took two times for me for the brain to sink in that I do not care to buy that titles, even if I like high grade books, even if I like square bound books. Now, I had to go with a good story, a bad story with a good story. Here is one book that when I saw it, it was a SITBIT moment. Okay, I see it, I know it's not an easy book to find. I pounce on it. Batman 121. It's one of those listing on eBay that was terrible pictures, only the front pictures, no back covers, pictures. I bought it, and the seller had a no return policy. So I'm like, this is a gamble, but I know this book, I know how hard it is, and the front looked pretty good. Okay, the front looked like a, even on a fuzzy picture, it looked like could be a 7.0-ish. Okay, no major creases, my kind of presentable book. So I bought it. The book arrived. Let me show you the back cover. Major problem in the back cover. The reason why this book is only a 4 is because of the back cover. The front looked like a 6.5. The back have a whole bunch of, can you see it? There you go. It look, like I said, and even here, okay, there's this. Could this be a 5? Maybe, but definitely not a 6.5. Okay, 5. I give it a 5 at best. Okay, but still, I remember contacting the seller and say, the listing didn't show a back cover and it looked pretty bad, And the seller told me, oh my god, it must have been damaged in the shipping. The cover was perfect as in my possession. I'm just like, really? You think all these flaws here happen through the shipping process when the book was shipped in cardboard and everything? Okay, regardless, the price I paid was pretty good, and then the seller did give me a partial refund because, you know, I can't remember, but I think he filed an insurance claim that the book was damaged in shipping, some kind of crazy stuff I remember. But it's one of those SITBIT moment that even though the book is not as nice as I thought it was still a very good deal, and I was very happy with this book. It's a gorgeous book. I have shown this book many times before, but that's it. Thanks for watching another episode of Tales of the SITBIT. Bye bye.